Here is your March market update for Montrose, zip codes 91020 and 91208. Hi Montrose neighbors. I know you love living here and we're never leaving, right? But we do want to know what's happening in our neighborhood. This is a quick little breakdown of what's happening, how many days are on market, what's sold, what's pending, all that good stuff. For this market update, I'm comparing March 23rd, 2025 to March 23rd, 2026. Sales activity continues to hold strong, but we had fewer homes sell this year than compared to last year at this time. Last year we had 131 homes sell. This year we had 118. That's a 10% drop. Across the board, everything is 10% less. Price drop was 9%. Days on market actually went up from 21 to 28, a whole week longer, but that's following the national trend. Everything's taking longer to sell. Also, price per square foot went down from $805 a square foot to $784 a square foot. That's a 3% drop, but also the home size dropped as well. That dropped from 2282 to 2172. That's a 5% drop. Now, don't be alarmed by this. This is pretty much following the trend that's been happening the past year in our zip codes, that less homes are selling in our neighborhood. As you know, we have a lot of boomers in our neighborhood. They are staying in their homes longer. Don't blame them. We love it here, right? But also too, the homes that are selling, they are smaller than compared to what was selling the year before. That is why the price per square foot is down 3%. And also the difference in square footage is down 5% from 2282 to 2172. I would say prices overall are staying relatively flat. We've seen some prices go up and some go down. It depends on, again, location, condition, and the pricing of the property. We all know the different type of pricing styles. You can do event pricing, you can do fair market value pricing, or you can do aspirational, which is the one where you throw it out in the universe seeing if someone will bite. I really think homes are taking longer to sell because I think a lot of buyers are hearing everything in the news headlines that yes, across the board in the United States, home sales are off. They really are. But in our neighborhood, our demand is so high. I think a lot of buyers are just kind of waiting and seeing like who's gonna bite first. Then I'll put my hat in the ring and see if I actually make an offer and if it will be accepted. We definitely have a demand issue still in our neighborhoods. There's too many people that want to live here and we just don't have enough houses for them. So the market trends that are happening around us, we feel them a little bit depending on the property, but overall, I've been sitting in open houses for the past month. It's still very busy, very well attended open houses, lots of people coming in and out asking when our offers due. We just had a listing in La Crescenta. It's multiple offers, so I don't see any downtrend what other neighborhoods are witnessing, especially out of state. I think what they're concerned about mostly, they want to make sure they're buying a really good house. They don't want to be blindsided by unforeseen things. They ask a lot of really detailed questions. These buyers are savvy. This is going to be their forever home. They're going to stay here a while, just like you who is watching this video. I'm sure you've been in your house for a minute. Trust me, when you're ready to make a move, there'll be someone knocking on your door ready to make an offer. An ideal example of why our neighborhoods are so sought after, 3600 Buena Vista Avenue. This lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with an ADU plus a garage to park a car in. It checked so many boxes. It was light, bright, and beautiful. You could sense the pride of homeownership, the care, the attention to detail. Yes, this wasn't a fancy property, but it was a very well-designed property. Functional, yet aesthetically pleasing. The usable space, and in terms of having plenty of room, there was even a backyard behind the ADU, so the ADU unit had its own separate backyard space, and there was a backyard space behind the main house. Walking distance to historic Old Town Montrose. These houses don't have to be ginormously huge. What people crave now is aesthetics, character, and usability. Those are the 3 biggies I'm seeing in home buyers right now. And any house that checks those 3 boxes, they go very quickly. This was priced at $1,495. I'm very curious to see where it lands. Watch my next video, I will share with you. If you're curious about anything that's happening in our neighborhoods, think of me as your Montrose and North Glendale resource. I am Nicole with Think Real Estate. I am happy to help you, and happy spring.